Okay, wait, hold on, let me do it properly so that it doesn't, yeah, there we go, because I need to have, like, I'm watching 3FS as I'm doing this video, so it's been, I don't even know, to be honest, because yeah, I don't even know. The thing is, yeah, is that I'm going to university I can't even speak English. I'm going to university quite soon, and the stress of it is just intensifying. You know, there's a lot of things that needs to be done in terms of like things I need to bring to university. Obviously, I haven't gotten my results yet, so that's a whole other conversation. And I guess it's just like once I get to university, I don't even know what's gonna happen, or like what's really gonna happen in terms of my like friends, if I'm being honest, because it's like they're all going into different places. Where I'm going to uni versus where they're going to uni is miles away, and I don't see them often anyways because we're not in the same school currently. But some of my other close friends, they're gonna be going uni somewhere else, and I guess like now, I don't know, I'm a person who likes to move on a lot. You get what I mean? There have been many times where I've just moved on from friendships, but when it comes to like them, I can't just move on from them because they're very good friends, you know? It's a hard situation that I'm in right now. So, you know, I'm feeling great. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I needed that rant. I really did. But not only am I gonna just be talking about university, I'm also gonna be talking about the drama because I finally watched it. Moving on to the film review for today. In my last video, I said that I was gonna watch the drama, and I did. I don't even know why it was. Okay, let me tell you the plot. So the plot of the drama was basically Zendaya's character called Emma and Robert Pattinson's character called Charlie. So Charlie and Emma, they're together, they love each other, blah blah blah. Charlie and Emma love each other and they're together. In one of the scenes, Charlie and Emma and their other couple friends, they get into like a little group, and then they say the most worst things they've ever done, like the terrible things they've ever done in their life. And then it gets down to Emma, and she says that she planned a school shooting, and she means that she planned it as in she was obsessed with the aesthetic of shooting people, and like, you know, just classic school shootings, you know, the whole making a video confessing why you did it, like killing people that you just don't like. And it wasn't even like Emma's character back in the day, it wasn't even like she was being bullied or anything. I would say the bullying was mild. I don't know if you've seen it, you probably have a different like take on it, but I would say the bullying was just a mere dislike. I don't know if it went further than that. They haven't really opened up about it, but whatever. And so that was basically the big deal in the movie, that Emma's character planned a school shooting, and then it turned into one of the reasons why it did turn into a big deal, because it's kind of crazy, because you basically plan to kill people at the ripe age of 13. And also one of their couple friends was played by Alana Haim. Shout out to her. I didn't watch some of the movies that she was in, but anyways, the other character, Rachel, apparently she had a cousin who actually got injured because of a school shooting. So that's one of the reasons why this really like blew up. And so that was a very interesting take. Who was the director? Christopher Borgli. But it was a very interesting take to take that into conversation, because it brings out, I don't know, the gender aspect when it comes to mass shooting, the fact that this can influence literally anyone. You know, traditionally it's targeted towards like a white male in a dysfunctional household, when actually in this case it was a black female in, I would say, quite a stable household because of the ending. You know, in the ending, her mom and her dad, I'm not gonna close this window. I actually don't care. I'm not gonna close this window because it's really warm, guys. It's really warm. Moving on. But Emma's character didn't seem like she came from much of a dysfunctional background. It just seems like her parents had stuff to do, really. The drama, I'm using the title. The drama of the actual film was the fact that Charlie, who is the fiance of Emma, played by Robert Pattinson, he just felt very unsafe. He was like, oh my gosh, this is kind of crazy, because if the roles were reversed, wouldn't you be going crazy if your man planned a mass shooting, like blah blah blah? His character, these are spoilers by the way, leading up to their actual wedding, there was just so much tensency between them. And then Robert Pattinson's character Charlie, he almost cheated on his wife Emma with his secretary, and so he almost cheated on his wife. He didn't. He only did a little smoochy smooch, but to some people that's still cheating. But anyways, because he did that, it kind of compares to because of what Emma did, or almost of what she almost did. So let me try and break down what the main thing of, or the main message of the film. And the main message of the film was that, are you still a bad person for something that you almost did? And to me, it was just like, and the reason why I found this like idea was from like a review from BFI, I think. Was it from BFI? It was from somewhere. I was reading like the reviews, and someone was like, okay, I understand the message that the film is, are you a bad person for something that you almost did? What I actually think is crazy, and one thing that I kind of dislike about the film, was the fact that they used the subject of mass shooting along with, you know, the rom-com aspect of this film. I just feel like you planning a mass shooting when you're like 13 years old compared to you almost cheating on somebody, I think in terms of bad things, those are two completely different things. You're planning to actually kill people. This is like a massive thing in America. Many people have made videos discussing how crazy this is, how crazy like shootings and how reoccurring it is, and not even just that, how crazy it happens in so many different places, from farms to grocery stores. Guns in general is a big problem in America, and so to have that as the subject in the drama, I don't like it just yeah. Yeah, the whole film, when you actually think about type of aesthetic or the type of vibe that it came off as, and then you think about the drama in the film, I think we're playing with fire. That's what I think. I think you're playing with fire here. Quite the intense film. It was interesting to an extent. Would I watch it again? No. What did I like? I think what I liked was the pacing of the film. I liked the way it was edited. I liked the manipulation of, like the editing manipulation, everything that was going on from the sound and how it transitioned and the cuts. I'm a film student. That's the only reason why I'm talking like this. But in a structural and technical sense, I did like the film. But when it comes down to the plot, I don't know what Christopher was doing. Really don't know why he decided to go this type of route. I think it makes awareness, but I don't know what conversation you were trying to bring in. I think I probably need to research more about it before I even make a video about it. But this is my one-twos. This is just my one-twos on it. I don't think it was absolutely outstanding. It is, I'm looking at pictures right now. It is interesting. If I'm being honest, it is interesting. I'm not gonna lie, even if I might not have that much understanding of the meaning behind the film and blah blah blah, one thing I do understand was that their acting was on point. Zendaya, Robert Pattinson, they know what they're doing. They did excellently when it came to acting in this film. Excellently. Okay, I don't even know what I'm gonna do next video, but that's legit it from me. Have a nice time, have a nice day, have a nice day. Okay, bye. Okay, wait, no, I want to do that again. Okay, bye. Wait, no, I want to do that again. Okay, bye.